The game just ended, and the Florida Panthers have done it. They are now back on winning ways as they beat the Ducks back-to-back games, the home-to-home games. First at home, and now on the road on the first game of the 4-game road series to start off the trip in California. And they did that against the Ducks once again, as this was the game that was needed for the Panthers to get something going at Honda Center. And especially with Sergei Bobrovsky. He needed this win, and he got this win. It is Sergei Bobrovsky going up against Lucas Dostal. First period, it was actually a pretty well. Actually, the whole game was pretty entertaining, but the first period was well entertaining. The first shot on target came from Alex Killorn. Killorn with the wrist shot that was saved by Bobrovsky. That's just the first of many. So there was a penalty given on Evan Rodriguez for a trip against Jansen Harkins. So Anaheim goes on the power play, and Jackson LeComte with the slap shot, which was saved by Bobrovsky. And then after that shot on target, they would score to open the game with the power play goal. He is assisted by Ryan Strome. That's his 19th assist of the season. And Troy Terry's 20th assist of the season. Off the wrist shot, Frank Vatrano, the former Panther, with his 12th goal of the season, finally breaks that drought that he was aching to stop. But he opens up the score sheet in the game against the Panthers, his old team, 1-0 Ducks. But that lead did not last for a long time, because about 4 minutes later, we would tie it up. He's assisted by Barkov, so the top line is finally getting something going, because Barkov got his 20th assist of the season, which means Matthew Tkachuk also get his 27th assist of the season, which also means Sam Reinhart finally, once again, gets another goal, and he's just scoring and scoring, and he's back on scoring track once more. The top line is getting things going, and that was just an amazing play, an amazing backhanded shot by this GOAT, the Rhino, Sam Reinhart, his 20th of the season, 28th of the season. That was just filthy. So he ties it up 1-1. 30 seconds later, a typical Sam Bennett penalty committed. He is called for a trip against Leo Carlsson. Anaheim goes on a power play. And they kill off that power play, and they remained disciplined for the rest of the game, and that is what I love to watch from the Panthers team, that is just not disciplined to stay out of the box. Reinhardt tries to shoot one in twice, which was saved by Dostal. Soon after, Anaheim is starting to get some shots in, but Bobrovsky, looking like the Bobrovsky is trying to have that goal in mind. And a few minutes later, there will be a goal from Evan Rodriguez. He's assisted by Nosek. That's his 6th assist of the season. And AJ Greer's 6th assist of the season as well. And off the wrist shot that it bounces off Dostal, Rodriguez gets his 10th of the season. That puck bounced off the back area of Lucas Dostal, the Anaheim goaltender, to the back of the net, and that was perfect placement for the shot for Evan Rodriguez, and he continues to score here. He's starting to get it going. His 10th goal of the season, and we take the lead for the first time tonight. However, 1 minute later, this will wind up being a game-winning goal. A goal by Carter Verhaeghe, Swagger. He's assisted by Mackie Samsonkiewicz. That's his 7th assist of the season. And off the wrist shot, wide open. Carter Verhaeghe, was 11th goal of the season, finally breaks that drought as well. Panthers now lead it 3-1. However, around 20 seconds later, Anaheim will get one back. So 5 goals in the first period, 5. And 4 of those were 5-on-5. He's assisted by Radko Gudas, another former Panther, who was in that 2023 run to the finals. Remember that face he made towards the I forgot what it was Samsonov from the Maple Leafs. He was like, ah. Anyway, that's his 10th assist of the season. He assists Mason McTavish. That's his seventh goal of the season. My bad, I'm tired. With the wrist shots. So it cuts the lead to one now. It's 3-2 Panthers for quite a while. There was some shots on target before the period ends, with Reinhart with the wrist shot, which was saved by Dostal. Forsling hits the crossbar, and Barkov tries to get one in on the buzz beater, just couldn't get it in. Now we go to the second period, lead 3-2 over the Anaheim Ducks. Second period starts, penalty. This is a penalty on Jacob Trouba, a former Ranger. He was traded during the season to Anaheim. That was a wild trade. And wasn't he the captain of the Rangers? Either way, he interferes with Mackie Samsonov. Florida goes on the power play. During that power play, Verhaeghe with the wrist shot, which was saved by Dostal. Verhaeghe with the snapshot that was saved by Dostal. And then there was a penalty on Robbie Fabry with his tripping goal against Nate Schmidt. That was a clear as day trip. And Florida goes on a 5-on-3. So and Florida calls a timeout to come up with the game plan on the 5-on-3 opportunity. Unfortunately, Harkins wins the faceoff, and Gudas was able to clear that out, which would kill some time. But during this penalty, the Panthers didn't do anything. They didn't really do much other than shots getting blocked. So despite all that, no shots on goal on this 5-on-3, nor this regular power play, which all that was killed off. That was a wasted penalty and a wasted opportunity for the Panthers, and that was just wild, man. It became a defensive struggle in the second period. Radko Gudas tries to get one in, but that was saved by Bobrovsky. Vetrano with the tip in, but Bobrovsky with a big save right there. Another penalty on Robbie Fabry with his slashing against Kulikov. Florida goes right back on the power play after a few minutes. Matthew Tkachuk with the wrist shots on Dostal, but that was saved there. Verhaeghe with the wrist shot, that was saved by Dostal. That penalty is also killed off. Radko Gudas is everywhere. This is the Radko Gudas that we loved when he was a Panther. He was everywhere. He's shooting the puck. He's making plays. He's hitting. He's hitting our guys that he was able to do against other players. But Bobrovsky not being fooled by his former teammates. Fabry with the wrist shot. Carter Gauthier with the wrist shot that was saved by Bobrovsky. All that was saved by Bobrovsky. Bobrovsky, since giving up that second goal by Mason McTavish, he was locked in. That was a Bobrovsky that we all know and love. So a pretty entertaining second period, but all the penalties that happened for the Panthers, we did not capitalize on any of it. Trouba with the wrist shot before the second period ends, that was saved by Bobrovsky, and a pretty good period. Pretty good defensive period from both teams, and I will say this. So after all that, the game remained 3-2. It remained 3-2 going into the third period. Third period starts. Carlson wins the faceoff. And this is the hustle and a really amazing tee-off by Samsonov. He hustled to that puck, and he got things going very quickly. He got the assist for this goal, as well as Loserinen with his 10th assist of the season, and Samsonov with teeing off from the faceoff and a hustling to the puck to come up with the scoring opportunity, in which he did, which he assists this player with his 8th assist of the season, and off the snapshot, he can finally take a deep breath with a sigh of relief. It's Sam Bennett, his 14th goal of the season. His scoring drought is finally over. He snaps it home from Samsonov, and I love that play from Samsonov. That was awesome off the faceoff. He assists Sam Bennett, and Sam Bennett was able to finish this play, and the Florida Panthers lead this game 4-2 over the Anaheim Ducks. Great play by both players. A few minutes later, we have another goal after the Cutter Gauthier wrist shot, which that was saved by Bobrovsky, needless to say. He is, I'm surprised he's scoring this much. He's assisted by Carter Verhaeghe. That's his 23rd assist. Initially, this assist was from Anton Lundell, but they changed it to Tomas Nosek, which I feel like that was right thing. That was right because I feel like Nosek was involved with this play, which he was, and that's his 7th assist of the season. Who did he assist? Ovis Bolinskis. He risked this shot into the back of the net from above the blue line, as he was able to put one into the back of the net, and I'm amazed by that shot. And he makes it 5-2 for the Panthers off the wrist shot. His 3rd goal of the season, and his 4th of his career. So he's already making career highs in this season. 3 goals, 5-2 for the rest of the game. Samson Kevish tries to snap it home, but Dostal has this one. Verhaeghe, which was saved by Dostal. Lacombe with the slap shot, which was saved by Bobrovsky. Zakaris with the wrist shot, that was saved by Bobrovsky. Lundell tries to snap it home, that was saved by Dostal. And it became a little bit of a goaltending battle for the rest of the game. Florida was looking really good. Lossery with a tip-in, which was saved by Dostal. Mintzerkov with the wrist shot, that was saved by Bobrovsky. Domelin with the wrist shot, that was saved by Bobrovsky. The puck was not going to the back of the net ever again for Anaheim, as Sergei Bobrovsky was able to stop the Anaheim Ducks. Mason McTavish with the wrist shot, which was saved by Bobrovsky. Ryan Strome with the snapshot, and Bobrovsky was able to keep that puck into this glove. And then there was a little bit of a scuffle towards the end of the game. Too little, too late. I mean, if you would have caused that scuffle a little bit earlier in the game, then the game would have intensified. But Ryan Strome with a little bit of a cheap hit, it's a little bit of frustration, and AJ Greer got into it, and they were like kind of like pushing and shoving, so the fight was gonna broke loose, but it didn't. No penalties for that one. Radko Gudas, a little bit after that, when the clock was going to hit 0, got involved with one of our players. I forgot what it was, career or not, but either way, the clock hit 0 as the Florida Panthers beat the Anaheim Ducks again. And this time they win this one 5-2 over the Anaheim Ducks. It is a 3-goal win again. And we swept the regular season series against the Ducks. This time, we do not blow a lead. And this time, we were able to keep the lead. And this time, get the winning streak going. And actually sweep the Anaheim Ducks in the regular season series. Because last season, we did not do that. We were fallen from the Ducks at overtime last season. When we look at the team stats, 29 shots on target for Florida, 30 for Anaheim, 18 hits for Anaheim, 15 for Florida, 34 face-off wins for Florida, only Anaheim with 25. 2 power play opportunities for Anaheim. They did get one with Frank Fadrano. 3 power play opportunities for Florida. They got nothing. 17 block shots for Florida, or Anaheim, 15 for Florida. So my mistake there. 4 takeaways for Florida, 1 takeaway for Anaheim, 16 giveaways for Anaheim, and 13 giveaways for Florida. I'm going to update this. Let me refresh this real quick and see if there's any updates, whether or not there was a stars of the game. No, I'm going to take a look at their social media right now, because I did just watch this game, and I immediately started this recap as the game finished. So I'm going to take a look. No, it does not appear like stars of the game is announced yet. All right, I'm going to start my predictions. So I'm going to predict Carter Verhaeghe with 1 star, because he has that game-winning goal. 2 stars, I will say give it to Reinhardt, because he was involved with to open up the scoring sheet, or maybe Thomas Nosek for how he played with his playmaking, or Sam Bennett perhaps. or I have a feeling they might give it to Frankfurt Toronto as like an Anaheim Duck player. 3 stars, you gotta give it to Sergei Bobrovsky. I mean, Sergei Bobrovsky with a 28 save game against Anaheim, 28 saves against Anaheim, um, and he was stopping pucks, especially in the second and third period. I think he deserves also. But either way, let me know what your thoughts and opinions on this game. Let me know if I got it right this time. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content because Miami TVG has it back. And when he does, he'll be right there with the favorite team that you deserve. At least somebody won tonight, and I'm glad it's the Florida Panthers, and I'm glad they got the winning streak going. Tomorrow is the next game in this trip, and they go to Los Angeles. That's just west of where they at, Anaheim. I've actually been to these places, and the traffic is horrendous. I'm sorry to say, but yeah, they got the LA Kings tomorrow night, and that's gonna be on TNT, and that's gonna be at Staples Center. Well, now it's called Crypto.com Center, whatever it's called. Yeah, Crypto.com Arena, which the Florida Panthers struggle big time in that arena. They have not won a game in a long time. I forgot what year it was. It might have been 2017, the last time they beat the Kings in Los Angeles. So it's going to be extremely tough to play against the Kings at that arena. We'll see what happens. But they're up for a really tough task because for one of these games, the Panthers playing against the Kings in Los Angeles, they match up really poorly. So we'll see what happens. Maybe tomorrow night might finally be different. But we'll never know until we watch the game when it happens tomorrow night. But anyway, that's going to do it for this one. Spencer Knight will be up tomorrow night, I would imagine. And, yeah, everybody, have a great night. Get some sleep. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Good night.